Ringo's licking himself. Ringo the dog is still here. Oh, can I watch?
Oh, yeah. I'm into that.
Ringo the dog is still in the building.
You were saying what because I was urinating and you were talking to Beto outside holding my precious little angel, and you're like, he's fat shaming a baby.
As I said before, I didn't say he's fat. I was trying to get Beto to admit that he was fat.
Say it, come on, don't you agree?
I know he's fat.
It's just that you said he looked like a snowman, but I almost
You heard everything.
but as I was urinating, I was thinking, well, he looks like John Belushi.
He does have. He's got
like a little stocky, but then there's a belly.
He looks like he
protruding.
could dance pretty well.
Yeah, he looks like he can cut a rug.
He's light on his feet. He's a Jackie Gleason of dogs.
But if you shave him, he looks like a little lamb.
Yeah.
And then like he gets a little hair. You're like, hey, chubby. Hey, dum dum.
Mary had a chubby lamb.
And she didn't take him everywhere that she went because she was ashamed.
Is he part poodle?
Yeah, he's a multi-poo.
Oh, so cute.
Multiple poos.
Yeah. Greg's been rehearsing that.
For I had that in my pocket. No one never asked me.
He went to the Improv last night, and Rodney Dangerfield told him to keep it, and so he insisted on doing it today. But
it's funny you're coming out of Sam Kinison screaming at the audience, his nose dripping with cocaine saliva.
But with this discussion of a dog's weight, you know you're listening to Candy is Dandy. You know you're listening to Candy is Dandy. The Candy Review Podcast. I am Daniel Zaffron.
I am Beto Sistos.
I am Greg Gonzalez.
And that is one fat doggy.
Ding ding.
Who wants to hurt this dog's feelings?
So if you've never listened, this is the Candy Review Podcast.
Emphasis on
the Candy Review Podcast, where each episode we talk about a dog's weight. We
body shame.
Yeah, body shame him.
We pick a different candy. We do some candy news. We give the history of that candy. We taste that candy. We review it. We play a candy game, and then we talk about that dog's weight once more. And the episode's
In the
over.
background of everything we do is a dog crying to himself. Anyways, that's the story of gummy bears.
Talking about a gummy bear body. He's got the figure of a gummy bear. So, as always, we have got top of the show.
Oh, top of the show to you, gentlemen. Top of the show.
Top of the show to you, chubby dog.
You're talking to the dog, right? Because you looked at me.
Chubby DAWG. You're chubby. You're PHAT. So, since we last recorded a chunk of Candy is Dandy episodes, I went to see movies with both of you separately.
Oh, why not together? Are you ashamed?
Why do you keep us separate? We know each other.
I didn't want you to, I'm just afraid of introducing you two to each other.
We saw a movie together?
You and I went to see Star Wars to bring it back. I mean, we do own Lucasfilm, but we went to see
We went and checked in on our investment.
Yeah. Have they changed any more stuff? So you and I went to watch Star Wars in the parking lot of the place in Van Nuys, California, where they filmed the special effects for Star Wars. You and I went to watch Sisu, which is about a Finnish man killing a bunch of Germans, in particular Nazi Germans.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Big difference.
I don't know if you two coordinated this, but when we both got to our respective movie palaces.
Did we both start drinking?
Oh,
just one of us did that.
Only one of them smells like barley. But both of you gave me a blow pop.
Really?
You gave my boy a blow pop.
Yeah.
I think you.
I gave him a blow pop.
There's still mazapam in the air. But I think you both, even in particular, gave me a sour apple blow pop.
That's funny.
I did.
It was like, why did you both give me, where did you both get these blow pops and why did you both give them to me?
I got a big ass thing of blow pops on Amazon for like $5. I couldn't pass it up.
No, you can't. No, those are the best lollipops.
Yeah, they are. They are because you suck, then you chew.
Yeah.
You suck and then you chew.
Yeah.
But why did you both? I mean,
You're my sweetheart. I have to do that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe we're subconsciously going to do a blow pop.
I think we are.
You're trying to see, will he go along with this?
Yeah.
It's like, maybe if I make him a nice dinner and then ask him if we can go on a trip to Tahiti.
I think Sugar Showdown for Blow Pops versus Tootsie Pops is coming up soon.
Oh, yeah.
That would be good.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not fair, though.
I think I know the answer.
Different experiences, my friends.
Okay, well, it is gross and old, so I know where Greg stands on this.
I stopped to get 2 beers on the way to watch Star Wars
because it was an outdoor thing. So, I mean, as sad and weird as that was, it's not
sad As Han Solo and as cool as that is.
You think Han Solo drinks and flies?
It was a cry for help, blow pop.
Please stop me.
Yeah.
Also, if you get in the way of me and I don't know what beer I brought with me, but if you get in the way of me, I'll kill you. But anyways, I got one for myself because I always get one for myself when I go. And I'm like, well, my buddy's going to go. I better get him something too.
We're thoughtful people, Daniel. That's what it is.
The real question is, why wasn't there something for me?
Yeah, what'd you give us?
Yeah.
My presents. I went to a movie with you. Do you know you know how much people pay for that on Patreon?
You know how much I hate going out with you guys? Insane.
Whenever I go see a movie, everybody's sitting around me always. That must be because people want to. They all sit around me. They look on their phone. They pick their toes. They eat like a whole rotisserie chicken.
They eat a whole rotisserie chicken. They play banjo.
It's because they know I'm so much fun to see a movie with because I am completely silent.
Shut up. Don't talk to me. Shut up. Hey, Daniel, this is the part with Darth Vader. Shut up. Don't talk to me. Shut up.
I know that it's just Maria Menounos talking about Mark Wahlberg, but could you please shut up? We're in a movie.
My
palace.
woman's on. Yeah,
she's on.
Is there a pre-show to church? There isn't, right? Church just starts.
Well, before you go to church, Nicole Kidman comes out and she talks about how heartbreak and repentance feels good. Repentance feels good in a place like this.
She says it in Latin. You're standing up. Your mom's next to you.
She's speaking in tongues.
Yeah, she's speaking in
blah, 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 feels good in a place like this.
And then they come around and they shake your pockets until you give them everything you have. And they're like, oh, we did this for you. We did this for you.
For your soul.
Yeah, it was for your soul. We did this for you.
You could get AMC God List.
God listers.
But yeah, so that's our top of the show. So let's move on to our next segment. I thought it was strange that everyone gave me blow pops.
It's strange that my friends like me and think about me.
Yeah, I've never heard a man complain about blow pops.
Well, I mean, what's a movie without a blow pop from your old buddy? Your buddy.
Oh, this is just a regular movie, huh? Could have got a blow pop out of this one.
So now, moving on from blow pops, we've got our signature segment called Candy News. Who's eating?
Hold on.
Is somebody eating?
What are you talking about?
I hear the disgusting smackings of somebody who feels like they haven't eaten in a really long time.
Oh, there was potato bread out, so I thought it's not candy, so I thought I could eat it.
I thought I sprayed all the potato bread with citrus oil so that you wouldn't get on it.
I particularly, my nose is lined to citrus oil. So
Who are you, by the way?
I just thought that it was okay if I came out.
Is this another one of the failed science project Candy News boys?
Yeah, one of the ones that...
the dungeon?
Yeah, that we were trying to clone from the other...
Yeah, you try to give one of the orphans as much rats to eat as possible, and here I am.
And suddenly he became more rat than boy.
The ratio is out.
I mean, how much rat tail do you have compared to little boy tail?
Don't answer that. It's incriminating.
As your lawyer, Salacious Crumb, I'm going to have to ask you not to answer that.
Yeah, I've never measured the two, so you know what? Yeah, I'm not going to go out and say I'm going to plead the fifth on that one.
Interesting. So there are two. Okay. Well, do you have some candy news on written on some sort of I don't know skin that fell off of you?
Yeah, dried rat skin.
Is it as a rat skin or boy skin?
Don't answer that.
Yeah, I think I'll text you something.
Oh, you got service down there?
Yeah, he's got one of those foldable iPhones that don't even exist yet.
Wait, they tested on us.
They test a lot of things down there.
How much phone cancer do you get? You can live. Okay.
Yeah, before they put the shield on an iPhone that prevents the cancer from coming out, they see, is it better or worse?
How thick of a shield do we need?
Yeah.
Okay, I texted it to you.
All right, well, I've got the candy news here. It seems like it's in some sort of rat language, but I'll use Google Translate. Mm-hmm. Is it in rat language? Does he have to answer that?
He can answer that if he wants to.
It's in rat language, isn't it?
It's you leave us in the dark for so long. We're gonna learn things.
It's either rat language or shorthand, which looks like rat language. Okay, so I've got the candy news from the little rat boy from Newsboy Experiment number 7, and this one is called "But What Will the Neighbors Drink?" Indeed,
that's
anybody?
Yeah.
Not my notes. Anybody like this?
Rat boy.
But in Ratling, coming from a rat.
That's pretty
means a
good.
lot.
Rats aren't impressed by anything.
So, according to a new study by a market research firm in Cincinnati, Ohio, and the Food Institute of Pine Brook, New Jersey.
Oh, you part of the fan club?
Yeah.
Do you get the newsletter?
Do you have the hat that I got you from the Food Institute of Pine Brook, New Jersey? So there are according to them, there are 4 distinct mental lenses that determine what snacks people choose to indulge in. There's the rational, meaning, is this snack good for me? There's the experimental, look at this interesting new flavor. The tribal, this is the sort of thing people like me eat.
That's you.
That's you. Yeah, that's you. What will my parents think if they catch me eating gummy worms? What will they say?
The shame tribe.
Is this going to make me a more likable person? I better not eat it.
How will this affect my street cred?
And then there's the instinctual, which is something about this snack speaks to me.
That's me and Taffy.
Yeah.
Something about this old candy that was caught in sailors' beards speaks to me.
This seems like it'll be gross. I should like
Should
this.
eat it.
So when you see a snack you might want, you weigh all these things, asking yourself, what sort of mood am I in? Who am I going to be eating this with? And what will those people think of me eating this? All of these decisions are going through in your mind. And yet you still chose this candy today, Greg. So taking all of that into account, anyone you want to guess anything that's in the top 10? Because I have what they decided the top 10 are.
Top 10 candies?
Snacks
per
including
category?
candies. No. All of that, it goes into every human's decision. And this is what they determine the top 10 snacks are.
Okay.
Any
Say,
guesses?
like chips.
Yeah.
But in particular, like there's specific brands.
Branded?
Yeah.
I'm going to say Hot Cheetos.
Yeah, Hot Cheetos. I'm going to say Oreos.
Oh, that's a great one.
I'm going to say, as far as candies, I'm going to say either Skittles or M&M's.
M&M's.
Okay, so
Yeah.
these are them, 10 to 1.
Okay.
Kit Kat,
Okay.
Snickers.
Too high.
Oh, yeah.
Too high for Kit
You
Kat.
think so?
Yeah, way too
I
high.
love Kit Kat. But
Kit Kat must be the tribal one.
where I come from, we give each other breaks. so Kit Kat, then Snickers,
Okay.
Cheetos, not hot Cheetos, just Cheetos,
Boo.
I'll take it.
Lame.
Oreo,
Nice.
Doritos,
Yeah, I had a feeling.
M&Ms,
Okay.
There it is.
Hershey's,
Too high.
Great Value, which I'm guessing, I think that's like
Is that Walmart?
Yeah, I think it's
something
one
like
of those.
that. It's a generic brand for sure. I
So
don't know.
Great Value anything?
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
whatever's the cheap. I guess you could put that into the cheapest category of snacks
Yeah.
you could get.
Sure.
And then
Survival.
top 2, Lay's,
What?
and then number 1, Reese's,
Whoa.
Wow, yeah.
Really?
the number 1 snack.
Reese's is tribal for
See,
sure.
Yeah.
When you say Lay's, the association I have with just eating Lay's potato
Yeah.
chips is, I'm having it with a sandwich, therefore it's the snack along with
It
the
is,
meal.
but it's also something of like, I'm going to a party. What is everybody going to like and not judge me for?
Oh,
Lay's
that's
though, it's
yeah.
so oily. You got to clean your hands.
It
after.
doesn't go with any dips well.
And it breaks.
Yeah, but it's kind of, people gravitate towards
This is what's wrong with this country.
the lowest common denominator of like what's going to make the most people least unhappy.
or just make everyone equally unhappy.
Everyone equally
Yeah.
unhappy. Lay's.
Lay's.
Everyone
Lay's.
equally, Lay's. Everyone's equally unhappy with ruffles.
This is how communism fell apart. We could have great things together, or we could just pick one thing that makes everyone miserable.
The Lay's of countries, the Soviet Union.
Oh yeah,
So, what was that? Oh,
that was my telefono. Sorry.
I said it.
Yeah, I got the text from the rat
it
boy.
just came
Thank
through.
you.
Your ringtone is. So damn what the people say. I'm eating a peanut butter cup smushed between Kit Kats on a bed of Lay's and Cheetos like nobody's watching.
You're a tribe of one now.
I know.
You've ascended.
I'm not so much part of a tribe as I am just a nomadic killer.
A drifter, some would say. Yeah.
A bloodthirsty drifter.
Yeah, snack drifter.
So that was our candy news. Now get back down there into
Are you
the.
gonna eat your bread? Are you gonna eat your
I
bread?
am going to eat my bread right now in front of you.
I'll just hang around and whatever he drops, I'm going to have a little bit.
Would you like a piece of my? It's this cheese, but it's in sort of this weird apparatus.
Yeah.
That's just how I like to eat it.
Yeah, it's called like a cheese box.
Yeah.
All my friends go in there.
Yeah. I call it the cheese launcher. You might want to try. I'll leave it nearby, like in the corner, so that
Where you gravitate.
the way you like to travel. I know your tribe likes to travel like that. Okay, so Greg, you picked our candy this week.
I sure did.
Loosely. You use that word loosely.
Candy.
Yeah.
He is.
You know, we've gone close over the last. How long have we been doing this? Like almost a year now?
4 years, I think.
4 years.
I think we're 4
we
years
started
in.
last May, right?
Something like that, yeah. Maybe this is our 1 year anniversary. Maybe I should have kept track of that.
I think we're a few months over. 1 year, yeah.
Over the anniversary?
I think we did it the day after we celebrated Ada's birthday. So I showed up the first day.
And when's her birthday?
In May 9th.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we're over a year, boys.
And I was a little bit hungover.
Oh, my God.
A little bit hungover from that.
We forgot our anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
You did our first episode hungover?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Nice.
What do you mean? Our first episode?
Right? You're talking Ellie Meekley issues.
No, I'm talking every episode we've recorded.
How dare you? I'm buzzed.
Yeah, we're lucky if he's hungover.
Yeah. Hungover just means like I had a rush here. I couldn't have a sip in the morning.
Did you hear what happened when we went to see Star Wars?
Yep.
Hey.
He tried to get into a fist fight with the
Jawa.
with R2-D2 on the screen.
He was trying to take my little lunchy thing. I had a stick. I'm like, get away, get away. We've all seen. Okay, so we've gotten to know each other pretty well and our tastes.
Yeah.
But I've been lying to the both of you this whole time.
I'm not ready.
Because you guys will be like, Tootsie Rolls gross, ha ha ha. And I would laugh along. But here's the thing.
Oh, no.
I like Tootsie Rolls.
What?
You think you know a guy.
I like Tootsie Pops. I like Tootsie Rolls. And to some extent, I like the bars too. They're a little bit thick.
They make bars?
Yeah, they make bars.
We got to talk about those bars because bars. I do like a Tootsie Pop. Mm-hmm. I will admit that.
Yeah.
Do you like the lollipop portion and then you throw it away?
Do you shell it or something? You chew it? You melt it down?
Is there some sort of extracting process to just get the shell?
The stick that the lollipop is on has like a weird, dark, gross part on the top.
Some sort of glue, some sort of like black glue.
I like to chew it for a second and then probably spit it out once you get down to that part.
Yeah.
But you don't see a lot of the bar versions, and the bars are like kind of like squares, right?
Yeah, they're squares. You get them on Halloween, you'll get a lot of rolls, not so much pops, and then you'll get a little fun-sized square.
A fun-sized square that has like 3 squares on it.
Yeah.
Okay,
so the bigger size is like a bar. It's like those 3 little things, and then like you'll just get like a single for Halloween.
Yeah.
I like those, but they are like a lot thicker. These, what are called, and I had no idea, it's a derogatory term.
Oh.
Is it? It is,
shame.
right?
It kind of it's periphery.
Yeah.
Right.
But they're called Tootsie Roll Midgies. They're the ones that everyone's aware of. They're little logs that come with the, twisted ends.
But I feel like Twisted Ends is our band from high school.
Yeah.
But I feel like they used to, like seeing them called midgies, I feel like that's recent.
It might be, no, I mean, it's old, but maybe until recently have started to call it that.
Why would they recently start to call it that?
Exactly. Yeah. They went through a list of words you can't use anymore. Like, oh, that's good. What's that?
Yeah.
No, it's an old term. I just think that maybe, I mean, like, then again, I have never bought a bag of Tootsie Rolls before. They've always been given to me.
No, never ever. This is Halloween basket bag sack padding. Like
Yeah,
these are the packing
insulation.
peanuts.
Yeah.
It's insulation.
Yeah.
This is so that the other candy doesn't get damaged when you're walking
Sometimes
home.
you don't want your fruities to touch your chocolate, and then what's in the way of that is these packing peanuts.
Interestingly, though, we are doing the fruity versions, which I do like those.
Yeah.
When I would get those on Halloween.
These are Tootsie Roll brandy fruit chews, excuse me. And we have, I never knew I knew there were different flavors, but we have cherry, lemon, vanilla, which is the blue one, lime, and orange. And then the original one, which is just chocolate.
Right.
A variation of chocolate.
Are you going to talk about what exactly these are?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I hope so.
Are you going to do the history of this?
I'm going to do
Wait a minute. I think he's about to do the history.
Okay. You want to get schooled? Let's get schooled. Okay? I'm the teacher.
I know it's the middle of summer, but I want some schooling.
I'm unionizing right now.
Yeah.
I can't teach you guys anything. Tootsie Rolls.
Greg famously hates teachers' unions, by the way.
Get back in the classroom and groom my kids. Idiots.
Give them story time.
Tootsie Rolls are thanks to an Austrian immigrant named Leo Hirschfeld, who brought his confection concoction with him to Brooklyn and introduced the world to Tootsie Rolls in February of 1896.
Leo
Wow.
Hirschfeld from Austria.
Almost like I can pinpoint. I don't want to make any assumptions.
I am going to once again claim this man as part of my tribe.
Oh my
the
God.
Jewish tribe. coming from Austria, going
if
to
you want
Brooklyn.
him, you could take him.
I'll take him. I'm glad to have anything. I'm going to say that this is another Jewish candy inventor.
Yeah, he's Jewish.
Okay.
This one was out and out.
Okay,
Came out
good.
and said, "Hi, I'm Jewish, and this is a Tootsie Roll."
Let's get your whiteboard. And let me check.
Two.
Greg has two whiteboards. One keeps track of teachers' unions, and the other Jewish candy makers. That's interesting. That because you keep picking. I feel like the last 3 candies you've picked have all been like Jewish candy makers from Germany.
But who keeps count?
Who keeps count?
Yeah, and I feel like any like old timey candy, you might luck out.
Odds are high.
Yeah, odds are high. So after this point, there's 2 different stories. One of them is true, and one of them is less true. One of them basically is
also,
like...
Greg is famous about... He's a real truther these days
Yeah. Here's what the Obamas want you to know. No,
according to the Obama administration, Tootsie Rolls
which
were invented.
ended like a million years ago. There's like the story that they put out, like here's the legend of Tootsie Roll, and then somebody came out and like, oh, here's probably what actually happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the accepted story is that Tootsie Rolls were named after Hirschfeld's young daughter Clara, or as her nickname was at home, Warheads. I'm just kidding. They called her Tootsie.
Didn't we learn that in one of the trivias? I think that
was a
stumped
trivia
all
question.
of us.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, her name was, they called her Tootsie.
What was her real name? Her name
Clara.
was Clara?
Clara Hirschfeld.
Doesn't make sense. Wait a minute. Is Tootsie, the movie with Dustin Hoffman, about Clara Hirschfeld?
Yeah, did you not know that?
Wow.
He's pretending to be an adult. Dustin Hoffman puts on female clothes and makeup and pretends to be the daughter of the guy who came up with Tootsie Rolls.
America wasn't ready for it. And if you show kids in my school Tootsie, and you're
which is a
grooming my
great screenplay,
you're grooming my kids to
wonderfully
be
acted.
screenwriters,
And not have jobs.
You're grooming my kids to be newscasters.
to be replaced by AI. If you want my children to be replaced by gay AI, gay AI.
Gay eye. But according to Samira Kawash, professor...
Just to be clear, we hate these people who are protesting.
I think smarter things have been scraped off my shoe. Okay, so according to a professor, is it professor... The term emerita?
Emeritus.
Emeritus.
Professor Emerita might be somebody, but a professor
No, that's not her
emeritus
name. Okay, yeah.
is the term.
Her name is Samira Kawash.
Professor Emerita used to have a chili pepper on ratemyprofessor.com. Hachi machi.
A lot of pictures. She works at Rutgers University. Her name is Samira Kawash, and she had a blog called Candy Professor. Tootsie was an already established name of a child spokesperson for a gelatin candy. And that Tootsie Rolls weren't named after Clara, but afterwards they christened his daughter Tootsie. They named her after this established candy spokesperson. Okay. So we don't, there's the legend and then there's probably
chicken and the egg.
Yeah, chicken and egg, yeah. The candy was
Which is what these are made out of, right? Chickens and eggs?
Chickens and eggs,
Because I have no idea what a Tootsie Roll is.
You know how that little meaty taste in the middle of a Tootsie Roll? It's chicken.
You know how you get like a nail every once, like a fingernail?
A little beak, yeah. A little gizzard, a Tootsie Gizzards.
Tootsie Gizzards. Tootsie Giblets.
The candy was first sold as a blend of taffy and caramel and eventually became a chewy chocolatey candy.
Okay, so this is taffy.
It's a taffy.
It's a chocolate taffy.
It's more of a
a chocolate
It's like a chocolate taffy. Yeah.
Interesting. I really never thought about like what is this? Like it's assumed like, oh, it's chocolate, but this is not chocolate.
It's not just pure chocolate. It's like a it's
chocolate taffy.
Chocolate taffy.
I never thought
taffy.
about that.
Tootsie Roll gained some attention because they were the first individually wrapped candy wrapped in wax paper.
What?
With each piece selling for a penny in 1896. With today's money, that's $15,000.
Wow.
You could have bought a house for it. You could have a Tootsie Roll or a house. So like as opposed to like a bulk bin where you scoop a bunch of chocolate covered raisins, these were wrapped like that, like this with the little twisted sisters at the end.
Twisted sisters, yeah. The reason that they were individually wrapped is because they didn't want them to get stuck together and to save the candy man from having to scoop out a baggie of them for some dopey bozo. And they didn't, like I said, they didn't get stuck together because they're taffy, they would get stuck together.
But wouldn't saltwater taffy have been wrapped individually before this?
But branded.
Branded,
yeah.
Right. Well, saltwater, what about Laffy Taffy?
They didn't have Laffy Taffy in 1896.
Yeah, Laffy Taffy.
That stuff sticks to the wrapper too. That
stuff is awful.
Yeah.
Even worse than like a big hunk or a Look bar trying to unwrap.
Yeah.
That is
all
bad.
right. Calm down. Let's not get crazy.
Don't even get me started on taste.
Yeah. Tootsie Rolls also stood up because most chewy things were fruity, but here was a uniquely chewy chocolate candy. But later, also fruity. They also were like, oh, we should also just make them fruity too. Also, the taffy light consistently helped during the summer because while most chocolates melt from the heat, Tootsie Rolls would not. Their secret was Tootsie Rolls were baked at a low temperature for about 2 hours, while most pooled candy came out light and porous. And fudge is just fudge, so it wouldn't melt. It was like a substantial shape and it would hold.
That's a good, because, if we're talking about like if it's being sold with saltwater taffy, like on a boardwalk or something like that, you don't want a melty candy.
No, this would hold its shape.
In the middle of the summer.
In the middle of a Chicago, well, this is Brooklyn, not in Chicago yet.
Chicago, Brooklyn.
Yeah, Chicago, Brooklyn.
Yeah, the boardwalk of Chicago.
It's the colony of Brooklyn, the colony of Chicago. Another divergence in the story is that Hirschfeld's ended up merging with a local candy manufacturer, Stern and Stahlberg. By 1922, they were so successful, they became the Sweets Company of America. They were so successful that they made their way to the New York Stock Exchange.
Whoa. Tootsies are up.
Tootsies are up. What's that? Tootsie. Sal, buy, Sal.
Chew.
The professor emeritus, Miss Kawash, says that this is also probably...
Hachi-bachi.
She probably said that this is also maybe not true, as he filed a patent for Tootsie Rolls in 1907 and was awarded it in 1908. And in 1909, Stern and Stahlberg started marketing and distributing it, meaning to Kawash that he was an employee of the company the whole time. So what's the difference? One story makes him sound like a self-made man who named a candy after his daughter and it became famous. The other makes him sound like an employee with a good idea and his daughter was an afterthought. That's the difference between the two stories. So I don't know which one is true. Probably the one who researched all the work.
I'm going to say the less romantic one is usually the true story. Not the one on Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Rolls are great.com.
Yeah, the one written next to the Bazooka Joe. So 1922 was an important year depending on what story you follow, because in the story that Kawash says is true, Hirschfeld was always working for Stern and Stahlberg and resigned due to ill health in 1920. But in the story that got printed everywhere, Hirschfeld merges with the company and altogether they become Sweets Candy of America. Then he resigns due to ill health the same year. And in January of 1922, Hirschfeld commits suicide.
Oh no.
Pretty. It's one of those like, did you know that who granted Tootsie Rolls?
Right.
Yeah, he killed himself.
It's an edgelord's party trivia fact.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's awful.
You know why I like these? Oh, God.
why I like these.
Yeah, you know why
I don't like the taste. I like the backstory. And I don't like people going to my school and grooming my kids to become Tootsie Rolls.
Therefore, I'd like to know if the merger had happened around the same time, because Columbo would think that was suspicious. That's what I was getting at. Okay.
You ever had Columbo rolls?
Columbo rolls?
Yeah. Good.
They taste like cigars.
You'll always want one more thing.
That's good.
A Columbo roll.
That's good.
That's his catchphrase.
In 1935, the company changed hands and a man named William Rubin stepped in and moved everything from its home in Brooklyn to a candy factory in New Jersey. Where can this be more gross?
Just when you thought it couldn't taste any worse.
Less rats, more scary people. Let's go to New Jersey. While most candy factories hit a hard slump during the war years, Tootsie Rolls is one of those companies that they lied to soldiers to saying that it was like an energy bar. Oh, so like soldiers were eating Tootsie Rolls, mostly because they wouldn't melt. They could hold on to them for a long time.
And they're like...
morale booster.
Yeah, they're like losing the war because they can't call like... It's stuck in their mouth.
He might have said airstrike, but I think he said... I got nothing.
I think he said...
yeah.
I got nothing either.
Wow, look at that.
Wait, you start something and then don't have anything.
Yeah.
I think he said... the pears are on strike.
See, that's something. That's something. That's more than I had. Sweets Candy of America had a contract with the U.S. government allowing them to continue production through the war, while a lot of people had to stop because like they were rationing all kinds of things that they needed to make candy.
But we also learned in a trivia thing that they could use this to patch up like
was that true? Was that like...
I don't remember. I
was
can't
that
remember.
like
or an urban legend?
Yeah, it came
something.
up as a trivia of like what they used to pack bullet wounds.
Yeah.
Let's shoot you and find out.
In an emergency.
Yeah.
I mean, what's Tootsie Rolls here? Let's shoot Daniel.
Where's that robot?
Where's the dangerous robot?
If you cut me, do I not bleed fudge?
It's what I've always wanted. Basically, because they were, in every soldier's pocket, because of that, they were able to become part of the propaganda machine. So they were looked at as like the good old American candy. Tootsie Roll was like one of those candies, like Hershey's and everything. I was like, helped us beat the Nazis, but they're just candy.
The candy that tastes like victory.
Yeah, it tastes like Hitler's blood. Come 1966, Tootsie Roll once again moved to Southwest Chicago at Ford City Industrial Park, where all the company's operations were being centralized.
Again, Chicago, the city of candy.
We got to take a trip out there.
Yeah, we got to go to Chicago. We got to go to Tijuana to get all those mazapans.
Mm-hmm.
Same trip.
We got places to go.
Yeah. Pack up, boys.
We're taking this show on the road.
Come on, Ringo.
Oh, he doesn't fit. He's too fat.
He's too fat. He's not.
We might have to buy 2 seats for him, but okay.
He's my carry-on.
He must be a weightlifter then.
About 900 people were employed at Tootsie Roll through the 70s, which is when William Rubin's daughter, Al Gordon, and her husband, Melvin, took over the reins of the company, which is a great name for a candy. We did an episode about the guys who made the Frisbee and the hula hoop,
right?
And that company, and their names were like Spud and Rich. They're like perfect names.
Sparky.
Sparky. Yeah. Melvin's a perfect name for somebody who's working
Tootsie Rolls.
Making Tootsie Rolls.
You can really taste the Melvin.
I'm not sure when no one said when these fruit chews came about, but I'm go ahead say 60s, 70s is as old as these fruit chews are.
But for sure after the chocolate one.
After the chocolate one, yeah. I'm going to say I feel like this was not a thing during the 40s, but maybe 50s, 60s. By 1988, Tootsie Roll had bought Charms Co., who made lollipops, which is why when I thought Tootsie Pops came around, but Tootsie Pops came around 1931. That's when Tootsie Pops happened. So they buy Charms Pops in 1988.
Which will be its own thing.
Which will be its own thing. During the 90s, annual sales were close to 200 million. And by that point, Tootsie Rolls were the nation's leading producer of lollipops since they made the big three. They made Tootsie Pops, they made the Charms Blow Pops, and they made the Charms Sweet Pops, which is the caramel apple ones that gets
yes, the flat one.
The flat ones that take out teeth.
Oh, talk about things that are hard to open.
Hard to open, and also, if you need a tooth removed, those are perfect. The only ones that are trailing behind basically are Dum Dums, which is the other lollipop.
They live up to the name. But who's buying Tootsie Rolls?
The war effort, dude.
Yeah.
No, but in the 90s, I guess maybe
that point,
did they send them to Fallujah?
Yeah, they sent them to the Gulf Coast.
I can confirm there's no more Tootsie Rolls in MRE.
I've been asking. I've been going around asking, patent pockets. I think by that point they had already been integrated.
Don't tell anyone about Tootsie Rolls.
I feel like the 80s Tootsie Rolls were already they became part of the big pack you buy
to
give for Halloween.
I feel like that's where they show up there. It's like how they had to break up the monopolies of the movie system, of the movie studios owning theaters and stuff like that, because it was like, oh, you want this movie with Humphrey Bogart? Well, you need these 8 bad movies also because we got to make money. And that's what I feel like Tootsie Rolls in those multi-packs are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for putting down your favorite candy.
Sales flattened near the end of the decade, but Tootsie Rolls and Tootsie Pops were seemingly a forever candy. Because of Halloween, they were kind of always,
But why?
Always showing up.
Who likes them?
Filler, dude. They're probably cheap filler for those bags.
They're probably cheap to make, and they make so much. I'll go over, but they make so many of these.
But a counter to that, isn't it cheaper to not make them?
Yes.
You tell the company that their backbone is making them, and this is how they make their money. And you're going to say, isn't it cheaper to not make them? Not for them.
Okay.
Tradition, like candy corn.
I think,
It's tradition.
I think like candy corn, this is one of those it's been around since 1909 or whatever.
Yeah, this kind of is on top of being a quintessentially American, rah, we're going to kill Hitler candy.
Oh, he loves Hitler all of a sudden.
Pack them full of Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah.
We're going to shoot him full of Tootsie Rolls. 9. This is actually what he took in the bunker, but this is also, it has become, I was going to say the dark cousin of candy corn being a Halloween candy, but neither of them are good.
And we liked candy corn.
Doesn't Tootsie Roll make candy corn? Like the company?
I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Maybe I'm confused.
But does Tootsie own Brock's? I don't know.
I have a list here of everything.
Okay, all right.
And they'll be around forever. And also still around is Ellen Gordon, who is still alive and at 89 is still running Tootsie Rolls Industries.
Wow.
Her husband Melvin died in 2015, and now Ellen and her 4 daughters together own 60% of the company. Some of the company's other brands are Andy's Mints.
Oh, those are good.
Those are really good.
Dots.
Oh.
Those aren't good.
Those are really not good.
Sugar Daddy.
Oh, those are not good.
Those are not good either. What?
Junior Bins.
Oh,
They got-
that's what we saw that was owned by Tootsie.
Yeah, they have a corner on the chocolate mint candies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
do.
They do, like I said, the Charms, the Blow Pops, and Double Bubble.
Oh, they do. So they do blow pop. Wait a minute. So
But they
Tootsie's-
acquired
They
that.
acquired that,
But
yeah.
still, it's like the urban legend that Pepsi and Coca-Cola are owned by the same company, and it's like this fake rivalry is just to boost sales for both of them. That's not fair. This is another monopoly. You can't own both of the big lollipops.
They don't own Dum Dums.
Yeah. Or Chupa Chupas.
I said big.
Rude. So because of their owning all these candies, they really do. They are one of the largest candy companies in the world.
That's crazy.
Making a pretty good amount of candies. This segment is called Around the Corner Fudge is Made. Tootsie Roll making process is a lot like candy.
Chapter 3.
Yeah, chapter 3. Making Tootsie Rolls, the process is a lot like candy canes in that it's like fun Rube Goldberg looking process of like dun 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 dun. Yeah, it's silly, but also also like the huge cooker where the process starts, it's decorated to look like a wrapped Tootsie Roll. Like it's a big round cylindrical
That's cute.
thing, and it looks like a little midgie.
What was the thing that the peep thing?
The peep thing.
The extrapolator or something like that.
Yeah,
But we were joking that it looked like a giant chicken. And
It was just dumping out. Yeah.
But now they actually did. By
that.
God, they did it. They actually did it.
Son of a gun,
But
did
they
it.
never stopped to think, should they?
I really want to go to this factory because of that, but another thing is I'm going to come to. So inside, cocoa, sugar, milk, and corn syrup, soybean oil, and skim milk are heated until they melt and combine. Oh, and by the way, there's a train station inside Tootsie Roll Industries.
What?
Why? Are they an eccentric Wonka type? The reason is corn syrup, and a lot of it. 22,000 gallons of corn syrup are shipped in to make Tootsie Rolls so frequently that they had to build tray tracks into.
Oh my God.
So like it picks up from wherever they pick up corn syrup from, and it just gets trained into the factory.
And they hose it right in.
Yeah.
Candy and trains. Did someone read my kink journal?
All train tracks lead to the Tootsie factory. I remember when Woodrow Wilson nailed the golden spike into the Tootsie Roll train line.
He did it with a giant Tootsie Roll.
Yeah. No, with the Tootsie Pop.
Yeah, the Tootsie Pop. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, and then he licked it. And it took him 3. A 1, a 2, a 3. So then once all these ingredients are cooked together, they're poured onto a large sheet where they're cooled for an hour. And then it's funneled into an extruder and cut into 13-pound Tootsie Rolls. So this Tootsie Roll you see, it gets like crapped out into like a 13-pound thing.
And then it just is like...
Yeah. Basically, it's stretched to look like a rope. Oh, 13-pound Tootsie Rolls the size of a small to middle dog like Ringo. Little belly on it. Large cock-a-log.
Little belly?
Little
belly. But didn't you say 1,300 before? Or was
No,
it?
13 pounds, sorry.
Okay. Did you hear 1,300?
No, that was the marzipan, 18,000.
Oh. I thought you said it was 1,300, a 1,300-pound Tootsie Roll.
No, 13
And I was
pound.
like, is nobody shocked by this? Is nobody calling the National Guard?
How are they allowed to make this?
They got to call it a pear strike on that thing.
He did it again. I've still got nothing.
Gummy bear strike? Is that something? From there, the cock-a-logs are continuing to get slimmed down. And then that's when they go through like wacky assembly of being stretched and then cut, stretched and then cut. I believe there is a separation here where some go to become Tootsie Bars and others become Tootsie Rolls and Midgies. It has to deal with how you deal with life on Earth.
Yeah.
Well, as the Bible has taught us, we are all sorted into rolls and midgies once we get to the pearly gates.
So the rolls go from log and then stretch into rope and then cut into a 1/2 inch diameter, which is the midgie, and then they pack by machine. Machines pack these up.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
Gay eye.
These gay eye machines taking our children and our jobs.
16,000 pieces of Tootsie Rolls are pumped out per minute per machine, with 48 machines
Now
running
we're at 16,000.
Yeah,
running
there
at
it is.
48 machines run any given time. That's 65 million Tootsie Rolls every day are made.
Oh, wow.
There is no demand for that. How does that mean this?
Someone's eating a lot of Tootsie
Yummy,
Rolls.
yummy for daddy. Yummy.
What do you have? Like 70 million a day? Or
I have they just ship me the logs now. The big caca logs. Yeah.
You got a trade track that leads to your house.
Directly to my house.
It has 2 stops.
Yeah. Well, they're made. I got to take them to the boy. Tootsie Rolls are also kosher, so your rabbi has no excuse.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Torah says...
Say my rabbi has no excuse to eat these candies.
The Torah says, no.
There is an 11th commandment.
And that's Tootsie Rolls.
And that's Tootsie Rolls.
That's Tootsie
and
Rolls.
we don't even have to eat them.
Oh, let's eat all of them. I don't want to take these home.
So one thing I will give to this is the ease and fun of opening it.
Yeah.
Because it's got that like party cracker sort of thing, which is also the Newsboys country rap mashup band is Party Cracker. But let's open it right now. It opens so easy. The twist is great.
It's a good twist.
And it doesn't stick at all like a lot of the other candies that they make.
Yeah.
Okay.
They did a good job on the twist because each twist goes one's clockwise, one's counterclockwise. So when you twist it,
perfect packaging, like maybe the easiest thing to ever unwrap.
Yeah, there's some things like Starburst or Now and Later that you really have to dig your nails
like
in,
talons to open them,
and it really like slows down the process of eating a bunch of individually wrapped candy.
And sometimes you get paper and you're like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I went through the whole process. I'm not going to do it over.
It's made from a tree.
Yeah,
it has to be partly edible. Okay, let's smell this thing.
Subtle.
Yeah. It kind of smells like tobacco.
A little bit.
Maybe like a plasticky sort of tobacco.
Yeah.
It's got it looks like chaw.
What is chaw?
Like the stuff that baseball players put in their lip.
Oh, like
Right.
chewing tobacco?
Yeah.
Like snuff?
No,
Yeah.
listen.
I'm
doing the sound.
Yeah, I don't think I like the smell of this.
It's not a lot
It's
of chocolate.
subtle chocolate.
It's its own
sweet.
like chocolate, like its own.
More cocoa powdery than chocolatey.
If I did a taste test and you gave me all these different chocolates, I would kind of be hard-strung to be like, oh, this is a Ghirardelli, this is a Hershey's, but like this tastes like Tootsie Roll every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It does taste like a Tootsie Roll. Well, are you
All
ready
right,
to?
let's taste
How are you
it.
going to eat this? Are you going to bite part of it or put the
I'm
whole
just
thing?
putting the
in your
whole
mouth?
thing. It's so small.
Yeah.
All right, it's a midgie. Okay. Oh,
That's good. That's delicious, guys.
So I do like the texture.
Flavor's not bad.
It's kind of bland.
It's bland. This is not chocolate.
Adjacent.
It's chocolate adjacent. It's for taffy lovers who want to dip a toe in the world of chocolate.
Which they never do. Why would a taffy? Another one.
I feel like the
Eating another one.
underlying taste isn't chocolate. Some kind of like nutty, fruity.
What is the standout taste here? Skim milk?
It's starting to give me a panic attack
Why it's so good?
that I'm never going to stop chewing.
Yeah, it is really chewy.
Like, I feel like I'm going to be chewing for the rest of my life.
Right? There's a tartness to it or something. What I'm tasting is not chocolate.
Yeah, it really, like, chocolate isn't the standout taste. It's
Is it the corn syrup?
I'm going to go over the ingredients one more time. Maybe you can pinpoint it.
And then can we also hear what the ingredients are of De La Rosa are one more time?
I think it was Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, it was
and Tears.
At plus flavor.
Sugar, corn syrup, palm oil,
Oh, maybe it's the palm oil.
condensed skim milk,
It tastes like dying orangutans.
whey, soy lecithin.
Way.
What?
Way.
Way. No way.
Way.
No way.
This is our new segment, way or no way.
I don't know what
It is
way
whey.
tastes like.
That what Tootsie Roll.
Yeah. It's kind of like almost like, do I know what whey tastes like?
Like
I'm thinking of curds and whey, but yeah,
grain.
like a sort of oatmeal-y.
Curds and Whey was my favorite 60s folk group.
Too bad one of them went bald. Oh yeah, I need some, I'm going to need some potato bread, but yeah, I don't,
It's a good taste. You're right.
yeah.
That's totally right. This is
It's a great texture. It's a questionable taste.
I kind of think I prefer the taste over the texture, to be honest, because it's a little too, like, I feel like I should have had half of it because it really started like.
Want another one?
No, I have another one. It's in the trash. But I like, as I was chewing it, I was like, I've been chewing for a really long time and it's not going away.
Yeah.
Do you hate commitment?
Well,
You love ephemeral, you love pop rocks, you love De La Rosa that went away real fast.
my favorite candy is Pixie Stick. No, my favorite candy is a Necco wafer that dissolves before it gets into my mouth.
You didn't touch it, did you? It'll dissolve in your hands and you'll be high for 10 years.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about.
Well, it was an experience.
I will say the flavor was better than I remembered. That's not saying a lot, but it is something to say.
I had the opposite.
Really? Is it worse?
Yeah, it was not as chocolatey and good as I remember.
I knew it wasn't going to be chocolatey, but it was more flavorful than I was expecting.
There is a flavor there.
There is a flavor
there. There is a flavor there.
Yeah, which was more than we can say about some things we have tried on this show.
That's
There is
true,
a flavor. Mm-hmm. There is a flavor.
There is a flavor. You want to try these fruit
Yeah,
chews
let's
now?
do the fruit
I'm
ones.
actually excited for these.
Let's
What do we
do the cherry one first.
Is that the red?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at that twist, though.
They open great.
That's a great twist.
Great twist. What a twist.
The twist.
I'm going to do half of this one so I don't get
I'm going all
so I
in.
don't have a panic attack again.
I don't smell.
This smells like nothing.
It doesn't smell
How does
anything.
it smell like nothing? It's cherry.
Don't smell anything. Let's go. Oh,
Yeah. That's a really fun,
Wow.
tart, fruity taste. It's almost as good as the chocolate one. Almost.
you Tootsie Roll apologist.
That's very good.
That is good.
Because like I was saying, I like these
Yeah.
fruity ones. And it was kind of rare to get them on Halloween.
Yeah, you don't get them as much.
Close your eyes. This is now and later.
Yeah, you're right. But it doesn't put up the fight that a now and later does.
Yeah,
It's all later.
Yeah.
It's all later. Yeah,
Yeah, it tastes exactly like the red now and later. Yeah, that was good.
with a better texture.
That was a good one. I give that.
That was great.
Yeah.
What do you want to do next? What's a bad one?
I don't like the lemon one. Or no, vanilla. Or vanilla. Let's do vanilla. I don't like vanilla.
Okay, the vanilla is blue, which is really confusing.
Is it going to be blue as well inside?
Oh, let's see.
No.
Let's twist this baby open.
Ooh, fun twist.
It's white. Why would it be in a blue
He's
wrapper?
white. My favorite part from the Elvis movie.
Do all Tootsie Rolls start life as vanilla?
No, I don't think they do. They had to. This is their albino. They had to go. This is a rarity.
This is a unique.
Oh, that smells pleasant.
Smells like vanilla,
Very warm.
but maybe more smell means less flavor with these things, and
maybe.
vice versa. Let's see.
Yeah,
Feels harder, doesn't it?
it does.
It's marshmallow.
Yeah.
Vanilla's now marshmallow.
It's marshmallow. It's a weak marshmallow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it tastes exactly like a low quality marshmallow.
Yeah.
I get a little butterscotch at the end there.
Yeah. There's that gray area where they exist together.
Yeah, it's like a buttery vanilla, buttered marshmallow.
I like it more than the chocolate. Cherry's still winning.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, cherry is
Cherry's
like an actual good candy.
yeah.
Let's do the lemon one now and see what that's like.
Okay, I have high hopes because the cherry was.
I'm saving the orange for the last because I tend to always lean orange.
I don't know why there's brown on it. Yeah, you like this?
I like the color scheme of brown and yellow together.
Oh, they're all fruit rolls.
You know, they really didn't have a lot of history in the fruit chews on any of the websites. They just said like, well, there's fruit chews, but they wouldn't tell me how old it was.
Very subtle.
I don't smell anything on this one again. Wait, let me try a different hand.
I kind of,
Nope.
I bit into it and I could smell.
I bit into it.
All right.
Tastes like a lemon bar.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, it does because it's got like a milky,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
like a creamy, milky sort of lemon.
Yeah, like creamy lemon. Yeah.
Like a lemon pound cake.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That is good. It's not as the cherry hit you over the head.
Yeah.
But this is like, this really is.
Tiptoes into the room.
Yeah.
Slow build
Can
up.
I sit here?
Yeah, that was really good.
That was very good.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Like I said, these fruity ones far the superior.
Mm-hmm. And it's not like super artificial.
No, yeah.
No,
I was worried about that.
Any more potato bread? I'm going potato bread.
I'm
crazy.
glad that the yellow is lemon and not banana because a banana would have been.
I would have.
I would have been into
Oh
that.
my! Both of you, we are. There's a line in the sand.
Haven't you ever heard us referred to as the Banana Boys before?
I thought that was for different reasons, euphemism related.
What should we? So you want to save orange for last? So now
Yeah.
we have lime.
And I'm not lime.
I wouldn't lime to
Hang
you.
on.
Yeah, I wouldn't lime to you.
Hang on. I got nothing. I still got nothing. What's going on with me? I got nothing.
Do I go to the hospital?
You know what we should try after? We should do one combo of like a bite of one with another. We'll see what flavor combination we might want best.
We each have to do a different combo.
Yes.
All right.
Maybe vanilla and orange make orange cream.
Oh my.
Or you know what
God.
I'd rather do? The lemon with the orange.
Oh yeah, ooh,
That I
yeah.
think would be really
Citrus.
good. Dibs.
Dibs.
Okay, so let's
Okay.
try the lime.
Okay.
My lime is kind of sticky. It's kind of lumpier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's misshapen.
definitely lumpy. It's a good color.
Can't smell anything.
These look really nice, like the smoothness, and they've got a weird little pucker on the ends of them, which is kind of upsetting to me. But
they have like a coating, or not casing, but like there's a sheen to it.
Yeah. Did none of them smell except the cherry?
The cherry didn't smell. It was the
didn't.
vanilla that
it was the
smelled,
vanilla,
right?
Okay. All right, I'm going in.
Go for lime.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Really limey without being sour.
What does this taste like? This tastes so familiar.
Like one of those paletas. Like
You're right. The more I go into it,
Something I've eaten. What does it taste like? Something that a little white boy would have eaten.
Yeah. 7
right?
Up.
Yeah.
A whole lime that you bit into on accident.
It's good.
Yeah.
It tastes kind of like lime jello.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. I think I like this more than lemon.
That's a really good lime taste without being sour or having that spike.
These are solid fruit flavors. These are really good.
And you're absolutely right about it being they taste so much like a noun later, but a noun later, I don't get those because I don't have 40 minutes to break this thing down.
Yeah. This is
like an interrogation.
This would be a good sugar showdown. I think we already know the winner, but
Hey, when was the last time you had a now and later? Has it been now or later?
I was just about to say, when do you guys want to do it?
it's going to be much later.
Yeah, much later.
So now the final one we have is orange. Maybe this one will already taste like a creamsicle since the lemon was already creamy.
Oh, yeah, kind of bready. All right.
This doesn't smell. Why don't these smell?
I don't know.
I'm detecting something. It could just be my breath.
It smells like cat food.
Smells like lime.
The initial hit was more zest.
It's zesty. It tastes like lemon zest more than...
Yeah, more than...
It's not a terrible. It's probably the weakest of the bunch.
I expected... this is more orange cream. It's more creamy. I was expecting a blast of orange.
But it's not creamy enough to be... It's not creamy enough to be orange cream. It's not orangey enough to be orange.
It gets more tart.
Yeah.
It did. It developed flavor, but it was a lesser one of these. For me, vanilla was the worst.
Chocolate. All right, what combos do you want to do?
So what combo? Who wants to do what combo? I think I'm going to try the lime and the orange. I mean, the lemon and the orange.
Okay.
I'm going to try lemon and orange and see what that's like.
I'm going to do the cherry lime. Try to get a cherry limeade going.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds really good. That's what I want to do. I'm going to because I only bit half, I'm smushing them together into one beautiful monster.
I'm just going to pop them both in. You going to go bold? Maybe orange cream over there? What you doing?
Yeah, I'm going to do orange cream.
What crazy concoction.
I only had one more orange, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do orange and vanilla.
Should we go one at a time?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go one at a time.
So we're not like,
Okay, I'll start with mine. So mine is, what is it? It's lemon and orange.
Lemon and orange.
I'm hoping this is going to be a nice creamsicle.
The scurvy special.
Pirate's Delight.
Does it detract from the original flavors?
Yeah. The orange just kind of overtook it. Like they were fighting.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're fighting.
I heard an audible pop in there. The musket fire.
My larynx just exploded.
There was an airstrike in his throat.
You mean a pear strike? They were fighting each other and then it just became orange zest. Let's try your...
All right, let's go. I'm going... Yeah. Oh, they're hard to open together, but if you do one at a time...
They're probably out of... You got to synchronize your fruity chews. So you're doing lime and cherry to make a cherry lime Ricky.
Yeah.
Do we have Ricky flavors here?
Yeah, go through the bag one more time. Ricky. Oh, Ricky.
I mean, it wasn't bad. Like that weird monstrosity I just ate is better than a regular Tootsie Roll.
You get that punch from the cherry.
And then it's just something...
It's all cherry.
Yeah, what the dominant one seems to, it subsumes the other one in the womb mouth.
Maybe a more tart cherry because of the lime.
Maybe. Right. It was different from the regular flavor, but it was not like 1 and 1 did not equal 2 in this. It equaled like a B.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a really tart cherry.
Okay.
Maybe the lime comes in at the end, maybe.
Right, to a degree.
Now, what are you going to do?
I'm going to do orange and vanilla, see if it makes a stronger orange cream.
Maybe that's more what I was looking for.
Yeah.
I think he likes it.
Yeah.
Did the orange take over?
The orange takes over and the vanilla's so muted.
Yeah, it's
I could kind of,
the dominant one. These flavors are, it's a real sub-dom situation for like some of these Tootsie Rolls really submit.
I could taste the vanilla, but it's never like both at the same time. It's always like you taste one, then you taste the other one, then you taste one, then you taste the other one. They don't oil and water.
Oh, that sounds good.
They got to twist them at the factory.
Yeah, they got to twist them at the factory.
Twisted Sisters.
Patent that.
Tootsie Rolls Twisted Sisters. Okay, so now where did you get these, Greg, and how much were they? I know one website you got them from. A new sponsor.
I got the regular Tootsie Rolls at Rite Aid. I also saw them at Ralph's.
It's a huge bag.
It's a pretty huge bag. I'll finish it today. It was $3.99. And then the fruit chews I got from a new thing that is taking over the planet, nuts.com.
Oh, wow.
A wonderful place to get gifts and eat some nuts.
I think I got it for, I want to say like $4 to $6.
How much?
Nuts.com
How many?
is quite reasonable.
Oh, that's good.
Like a big handful?
A giant's handful.
It says 1 yummy pound.
Oh.
However many that is.
Yeah, how much does that translate into a human pound?
How many per unit?
And how many are in the gross bag?
Oh, the delicious mint cheese?
Oh, yeah. What's the weight of the gross bag?
And put it in gross pounds.
It doesn't say.
It's too ashamed.
You don't. It just says net weight. You don't want to know.
Yeah, be ashamed. It doesn't say, unless I ripped it. 15 ounces, 425 grams. It doesn't say like what it weighs.
That's okay. It's too many.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if there's more than one in there, it's probably too much.
You guys don't know what you're talking about.
So, okay. So now let's get ready to rate this. How do we want to do this? Since we tried really two different sorts of candy here.
We did.
We have to rate. Let's do it how we normally do. Let's rate the regular one, a Tootsie Roll Classic, and then let's pick and rate what our favorite of the better ones were.
Specific flavor?
Specific flavors. So we'll each say what our favorite was and
Yeah,
what
and
that
then
was.
the
So we'll
fruit
rate
juice
them
as a whole.
0 out of 5 cavities, and let's write them down so that we aren't cheating. What did we eat?
What was this episode about?
I mean, the Della Rosa was pretty good, but it was no Ghirardelli chocolate. All right, I'm locked in with mine.
Okay.
Locked in.
Everybody locked. So we'll start with you, Beto. What do you give a Tootsie Roll?
So my recollection of Tootsie Roll was that they were better than what they were.
Okay.
Really? So you had more positive memories of Tootsie Rolls?
Yeah, going into this,
Really?
I was like, yeah, Tootsie Roll's solid.
I'm going to have a good time.
I mean, we're bagging on it, but it's a solid candy. I was mistaken. I did not.
The bagging was accurate.
I did not like this. It had a great texture, but the flavor was, maybe it starts off chocolate, but it became something that I don't think even we could identify.
Not even its own mother would identify.
So I'm giving,
Which is a giant Tootsie Roll.
Yeah.
I respect the iconic, the historical significance of the Tootsie Roll, but I'm giving it a 0.75.
Whoa.
Now what was your...
So the other flavors we tried, I loved the cherry.
Yeah.
It was strong, tart, great flavor, had the great texture of the original Tootsie Roll Pop. Or Tootsie Roll, sorry.
Try like 3 other variations and then you'll get it.
Like dots. And,
Dots,
Mike and I.
I gave the cherry a 3.
Whoa. That's
I
pretty
really
strong.
liked it. It's
Yeah.
a solid, fruity, chewy candy.
Yeah,
and
it
I
was
would,
Very interesting.
if I could just buy those, I would, and I would just eat those.
Well, like I was saying, because Tootsie Rolls would always be in my Halloween sack. And never was I excited about it. But the rare kinds, like, because the thing about these fruity ones is they are disguised as candies that look like they're gonna be gross.
Yeah.
But they're actually good. So it's almost like, oh yeah, you're not gonna like those. You should just give them to me, which I would say to other kids on the street as I held their head in the gutter.
Yeah. Well, you should probably just give them, my advice.
My advice, I mean, you don't want your arm broken, do you? But back to Tootsie Roll Classic, do I even acknowledge and respect its history? I don't know if I do.
Wow.
I don't even know if I respect
Your own
the history.
people.
My own people.
Your own people.
Veterans. I'm famously a man of stolen valor.
I'm like half Tootsie Roll right now, dude.
Better than I remembered. It really tastes, because in the Tootsie Pop, what is palatable for me is that when you get to the Tootsie Roll part of it, it usually is embedded with chunks of lollipop.
Yeah.
And that's kind of good. You can crunch it and it adds a little bit of good flavor.
Yeah.
But this is not really for me. The texture started to give me a panic attack. It was too chewy.
We were like completely opposite.
I know. I gave, but although similar in our score, I gave Tootsie Roll Classic a 1.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
I gave it a 1 because it's not the worst thing I've ever had, but it gave me a panic attack. But for the good kinds,
They're called fruit chews.
the good kind, I not almost identical. My favorite was cherry, and I gave it a 3
Wow.
because I thought it was really good, and it stands on its own. Like it tastes modern. It tastes good. For as old of a candy as this may or may not be, we don't know when exactly it came out. Like it holds up to modern tastes, I think. And it was good, genuinely good. I like that one.
Good fruit tarty taste.
Fruit tarty taste.
Fruit tarty taste.
Now for the simp, the Tootsie simp.
I know.
Does it go higher than 5?
Well, we do have the Dolby score if you really want.
5.1.
I have always liked Tootsie Rolls. I recognize that it's not exactly chocolate or fudge. It's kind of its own thing.
It is.
But I like it. And I of course, like chewy candy. I'm a big taffy boy. I like taffy a lot. I like to chew for a long time.
I will give it that. It's its own thing.
Yeah.
It's not taffy. It's not chocolate. So it's not anything I like.
It managed to make taffy distinct, right? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it technically a taffy?
I would call it.
But how often do you see a chocolate taffy? You don't, unless all the time when you see Tootsie Rolls.
I gave the original Tootsie Rolls, the mid cheese, a 2.
Okay.
Really?
That's pretty
What?
low for something that you claim to like.
I like it a lot, but also like I understand it's one bite, all individually wrapped.
It's a tribal thing.
It's a tribal thing. And it's not something that I can eat a lot of. It's not like something as yummy this is so sweet. It's just like it tastes like a Tootsie Roll, and I like Tootsie Rolls. But even eating it now, I couldn't define what it was that like when we ate Peeps, we didn't really know. Oh, this is texture and nothing else.
Yeah.
The same thing with the Tootsie Roll. Like it's mostly just like it tastes like itself. It doesn't taste like anything else.
Yeah, it tastes,
and it won't blend with anything else.
Yeah.
As one of my classic stand-up jokes used to go about, I forget what candy. It tastes like the Dust Bowl.
That's funny. That's funny. You should do it. You should do that.
You're not holding for applause. It
I played at the back of the room.
It really is. It really is. It's a unique thing.
Yeah, and I'm saying I like it. I just recognize it has many flaws. And it's a hard sell on people. A lot of people, you are not alone. I'm as usual. I think outside the box. I'm not like everybody else. But the fruit chews, I haven't had a fruit chew in a very long time. My favorite was the lime, which lime is never really my favorite anything. But all of the lime that I like, all that tang without being sharp or pointy or acidic or
sometimes lime has like a earthy bitterness also to it. Yeah. And it didn't have that.
No, it was all the charm of lime without killing you.
Yeah, it was, it's like made for TV lime.
Yeah.
It's like a Ernest Borgnine of lime.
So I gave it a 3.
Wow.
We all gave the variations a 3. I think that's fair. Like they are above average of a fruit candy. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But Tootsie Roll, no thank you. So we'll start with you, Beto. Would you be excited to get this on Halloween? Either the regular and the cherry?
Regular, no, but it's going to be there.
Whether you're disappointed or not, it'll be there.
You can't fight it.
Would you be upset if you didn't get any?
If I didn't get any regulars, no. Okay. I wouldn't even miss it. And if I got the cherry, hell yeah.
Yeah. Me too. I'm not excited to get a Tootsie Roll on Halloween. Would I miss it just because it's tradition? I don't know.
No, I don't think you would.
Yeah, what am I going to
start chomping down on those Butterfingers? And
it saves me a trip to the trash can. But the like I said, the fruit, any of the fruit ones, maybe not the vanilla because that's not fruit, but the cherry one definitely, I would be very excited. It's a diamond in the rough. Get to go back to the Arabian Nights from 2 weeks ago, but it's a good hidden gem candy. Like these are really underrated. I think.
Oh yeah. You don't hear anything about these.
No.
What about you?
I always am. I'm always happy to get Tootsie Rolls. They are not the first thing I eat, but they are like what I call November candy, like first week of November, and they're there for me. And
you stuff your turkey with it.
Exactly, yeah. I'm always happy to get Tootsie Rolls. I'm gonna pay more attention to what I like about the thicker ones, the bars. But like these are tradition, and I do like them. So yeah.
I almost would maybe prefer one of the chunky ones than this one, because I think maybe
love my chunky bars.
I love my curvy. I love my curvy Tootsie bar. But I feel like they maybe have a different texture and flavor, or maybe a little chocolatier. Maybe I think
if your problem was I chewed it for a long time and I thought I would be buried alive.
I want a bigger one.
Yeah, I want a bigger one. Is not the answer you're looking for.
Yeah, but yeah,
self-sabotage. Yeah,
yeah. I think we're mostly in agreement on all of this, which is a first. I've never agreed with anything that any of you ever said. So before we get into our game, let's have our pre-game plug. Mine exploded. My pre-plug exploded.
I want to go for a drive. I want to go for a drive right now.
No. You can't pregame plug and drive.
Remember, kids, don't pregame plug and drive. If you pregame plug, put it in pregame park. So for this, we ask you every episode to do just one thing. Let's get some more reviews on Apple Podcasts for this show.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
We ask that because it makes the show look more legitimate in the eyes of people who are like, hey, I want to try this show out. Oh, no reviews.
Oh, no reviews.
Oh, reviews.
They don't even talk about potato bread. Guess what?
Guess what? We'll do it.
I'm eating potato bread right now.
Well, let's make this show into the fruity Tootsie Roll podcast and not the classic Tootsie Roll. But in particular, again, we want you to leave in your review your hottest, steamiest, most controversial candy take, and we will debate it in an episode of whether or not you're wrong. So if you have an iPhone, just open the podcast app, look for Candy is Dandy, leave us some stars and write your stars. Leave us some stars and write, I'm hungry, and leave us some words about your hottest candy take.
Hot candy take, go.
Like I said last episode, honey is the first candy.
Yeah.
Honey is the first candy.
That is a hot take.
Yeah.
You're going to get a lot of history. The history buffs are going to come for you.
Excuse me, sir.
Actually, it was dates, and we cut them up. I don't like dates.
You're going to get a lot of free gifts from the A.A. Milne estates. People who made Winnie the Pooh. You're going to get a shirt but no pants.
Yeah.
So now we have our game. This game is called What's Year Guess?
Oh.
What's year?
What's year guess?
What's year guess?
So
we're
I
guessing
had
years.
Melissa write down. So on 5
She
different...
wrote down all the years.
Oh,
Every single year. What year am I thinking? So she wrote down on 5 different pieces of paper and 5 different answer pieces of paper, which are different, comes from a different tree.
Yep.
A candy and some choices of what year it came out.
Okay.
And we will then try to guess and see if we are right. So what's year guess? Question 1. I guess I should get the answers ready too. Do you understand?
Yeah. No.
Multiple what?
Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you,
She's
Melissa.
working so hard for the candy game.
She's raising a cat that may or may not be 8 months old.
Yeah.
It might be a week old. We don't know. Okay, so first one. And she said she had a little bit of tidbits in there too.
To help us out?
To help us, maybe.
Okay.
To help us out as better people because we're more knowledgeable. So question 1. In blank, John Curtis produced the first branded chewing gum made from tree sap called the State of Maine Spruce Gum.
What year?
What year was this?
I'm going to say...
here's the choices.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot the multiple choices. 1920, 1860, 1848, or 1906.
All right. Well, big hint is they said state of Maine.
Oh,
State.
you're
So it
right.
can't be
You're right.
But was Maine a state before the Civil War?
It would have been a colony.
Oh, 18...
Yeah. So
No, the Civil War wasn't the colony war.
Oh, you're
that was the Revolutionary
1700s.
War.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But 1848,
What's the other? 1860 is the
1860, 1848, 1920, 1906.
other? I'm going to go with 1860.
This sounds, I don't know what this candy is, but maybe it's something that...
What were the 19 ones? The
1920 or 1906?
I'm going to go 06.
06, the State of Maine Spruce Gum. I'm going to say this is 1920 because this kind of feels like a World's Fair sort of thing where they like, come to the state of Maine and see our spruce trees. We can do anything with them, like make gum.
What year was H.H. Holmes in the States Fair? Was that 1888?
But that was Chicago.
Yeah, I know.
He made his own sort of gum. Human gum. Okay, so 1920,
06.
06, 1860. So answer
Oh, we're all
one.
across the board.
We are. And the century.
Nothing.
It was never invented.
We are all wrong.
Oh, it's
1848.
Fudge.
1848.
Oh, fudge.
I mean, it sounds really
old.
Yeah.
spruce. Tree sap.
The word spruce and tree sap, no cars. There were no cars. Everything after that
We
was like
should have known.
the blah blah matic.
These are the words of a country about to go at war with itself.
That's right.
Okay, so question 2. In blank, Hershey's Milk Chocolate Kisses appear in the iconic silver foil wrapping. So does this mean when it came out or when it came in this foil wrapping? 1906, 1912, 1920, 1922.
Oh, they're too close.
1912.
That's what's hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 1912.
1912. I'm going to say 1906.
12.
12, 12, 6. Okay, let's see. Answer 2 is 1906. So wait, I was right.
That was you.
I'm right. Wait a minute. Whoa. I should be. I'm happy. Wait a minute. What's this feeling I'm experiencing?
I like to win when you guys win.
But when you guys lose, I lose too. Yeah, it feels foil. Well, but then foil, isn't that more of a space age thing? I guess that's aluminum
I was
foil.
thinking.
Tin foil.
They used to wrap gunshot wounds in foil. I'm just kidding.
Then when was tin foil? I mean, I guess aluminum foil is different than tin foil.
Yeah. Tin and aluminum are two different metals.
Okay, so question 3. In blank, the Whitman sampler box of chocolate debuts. It's the first box of chocolate to include an index for chocolate lovers to pick precisely which piece they want to eat.
Oh, that's nice.
1903, 1936, 1950, or 1912?
What was the 1936?
1903, 1936, 1950, 1912.
I'm gonna say 1936. 50 sounds like it's too late for.
I want to say 36 also.
Yeah, I feel like that was a good time to like. You have to know what you're eating. It could be asbestos. You don't know.
I'm going to say 50 because like some housewife complained.
Oh, right.
I don't know which chocolate I'm getting.
Yeah, I just keep eating the box.
Yeah.
When I sit at home and I'm all alone.
Exactly. Yeah. And so they had the technology. Give them some literature.
Those dum-dums.
First we give them the vote, and then they're going to want to know what chocolates we feed them.
That's how they take over the planet. Yeah. And then we all get periods.
Where's my list of when people get their periods? Okay, so we got 2 1936 and a 1950. Answer 3 is 1912.
Oh. Hey,
Ringo didn't like
Ringo,
that answer.
Relax.
Well, Ringo's right to bark that we all got that wrong.
What was it? Sorry, what was the real year?
1912 was the year.
1912.
It was bark, bark, bark. It came out in bark, bark, bark.
But I said 1912 for the last question.
Yeah.
Does it roll over?
It carries
That counts.
over.
Yeah.
Okay, so question 4. In blank, the Fox Cross Candy Company created the Charleston Chew named for the popular dance. 1918, 1920, 1922, or 1930?
20 or 22.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 22.
Charleston, come on.
I'll just say 20.
When did I first start doing the Charleston?
Yeah. When did you?
When did the Lindy Hop come
Yeah.
out?
When did he announce that he loved Germany and thought that eugenics was a thing? What year was that?
So what did you?
20. I'm saying 20.
22.
22. I'll go with 18 just to be different.
Oh.
Okay.
So answer 4. The Charleston. When did people start doing the Charleston? 1922.
Dun, dun,
Is Greg
dun,
leading
dun.
the way?
Who is he?
No, I only got one right.
This one?
I haven't
Yeah.
even kept score. How many did I get right?
You
I
got
think I got
one
one
right.
right.
You got one
Yeah.
right, and you were surprised by
I
it.
think I got 0 right.
You got 0 right.
You got one right, but you were surprised by it. So that's like half a point.
It-
Okay.
So I'm like leading.
It's disqualified.
Yeah, disqualified. 'Cause you
Okay,
were,
so this is the final question.
Clearly guessing.
Maybe we could have a 3-way tie,
That'd be
or
great.
one of us will win.
or we just have a 3-way where we all win.
We can all make pies.
3-way pie.
So in blank, Heath bars appear as the first chocolate-covered toffee bars. These were at first only offered for home delivery since a dairy salesman sold them. So this was either 1930, 1933, 1928, or 1945. So door-to-door delivery. Dairy salesmen were around.
I'm gonna say 45.
5.
Hitler's dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Bring out the toffee.
Yeah, bring
Yeah,
out the
they're
toffee.
celebrating by bringing back door to door.
Yeah,
I can see that.
So you both say
it's safe to.
No, I'm going to say something. No, you know what? Greg's been right all this time.
So you're
So
gonna go-
45.
I'm going to go with 33. Hitler's just coming to power.
Yeah.
America needs door-to-door toffee more than ever.
more than ever.
So I'm going to say 1933. Let's see if we can have no, but Greg would win if Greg gets
I'm
it
okay
right.
with that.
Okay, no 3-way. Okay, 1928. We're all wrong once again. So 1-1-0.
You guys have to have some type of face-off, like
Yeah.
some type of sugar showdown.
Sugar showdown. Let's see who can eat the most Tootsie Rolls.
When was I born? Well, that's our candy game, and that's our Tootsie episode. Different rolls and sugars. So yeah, a loser of a candy and an uncut gem of a candy as well.
Have a chocolatey day, my Meggies.
I want the last word, so I'll let Greg say his goodbye.
Okay. Have a role-playing day.
Greg's last word. Greg, there's a timer we set, and when it goes off, Greg turns back into Ringo. They were one and the same all along. That wolf's bane we rubbed on him is finally running out of effect.
You can't have potato bread.
So now, time for my goodbye.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Ringo's chubby.
Oh! He was pre-barking.
Yeah, I know. He's one of those precogs.
Yeah, he's a precog.